Okay, let me ask you a question. What are elves? Is this an elf? Is this an elf? What are gnomes? Are these gnomes? Is this a gnome? Or is it an elf? And this only brings up the bigger question. Santa Claus of Christmas. He has an army of elves. You know, the elves that wear the tall pointy hats, and they got the big ears, and they're like 3 foot tall. And very small. They could go in your garden, those elves. Like little garden elves. Oh, wait a minute. Starting to sound a little familiar. Now, I know what you're thinking. Well, those aren't, fantasy elves. They're Christmas elves. They're different. One's fantasy, they go in the forest, shoot bows, speak long, live eternal, drink lotion. And then the other elves, they make toys, they bake cookies, they live in trees, they live in candy cane houses. No, what you're talking about, those things, those smaller than dwarf creatures, those aren't elves. We have a name for those little things. They're gnomes. Gnomes. I can understand them being Christmas gnomes. You can say, hey, that right there, that's not a forest gnome, that's a Christmas gnome. Completely different from a forest gnome. But I'm afraid people don't do that. No. They look at the Christmas, they look at the holidays, and they go, oh geez, I wonder what Santa's elves are gonna make. What obscure contraptions are the elves in Santa's workshop going to materialize today? How fascinating. These elves that live in the North Pole. Yes, the elves that live in the Northern Elves, some call them. But you know what? I think everything's gonna be alright. Because it's Christmas. In like another month or so. And when Christmas comes around, it's not about who you know. It's about who you know. And I know who I know. Merry Christmas.